Men who are wayward are the softest men once you penetrate them. I know a lot of women are going to disagree. Blessing, don't even go there. Don't say that. How can you say a cheat? A man that is waka waka. I know you have a lot to say. Calm down. Let me explain something to you. First of all, let us break it down. What does it mean for a man to be wayward? It simply means a man that is promiscuous, a man that cannot keep to his word, and that cannot discipline themselves enough to stick to one woman. That is a wayward man. And they are the softest. Yes. Once you penetrate them, you can own them. Now calm down. Let me teach you something as a woman. Do you know a lot of men that are wayward actually use this as a cover? They're one of the most emotional kind of men. Do you know when a man sleeps around, it's a way of guarding his emotions? Yeah. Some men don't want to be hurt. Yeah, so they're like, I don't want to make one girl feel important because if I make her feel important, she's going to start feeling like, Let me quickly explain something to you. When it comes to men, the male gender, sex is not as deep as it is for a woman. Sex is more physical. That's why a man can patronize prostitutes and not feel anything. A lot of men just want to come. They are givers. That is why a man can do more than one woman and he doesn't still feel anything. There are so many men that are players. They don't feel anything until they find this one woman that they are attached to. So sometimes you see them sleeping around because it's a defense mechanism. They don't want to be emotionally attached to one woman because of different perspectives. They don't want to get hurt. And some men are actually wayward because it is trauma. That is the only thing that they understand. Sleeping around. Most times it's so easy for us to call a lot of men names. Now don't get me wrong, you are very good at misinterpreting people on the media. Nobody is saying that sleeping around is good. We are discussing about something, right? Because no matter how we want to condemn some things that are bad, people are doing it. So the essence of having conversation most times is to find out the reason why most people are involved. Nobody was born wayward. Everybody was born pure as an innocent child. So all these things you see a lot of men do are things that they learned. They picked it up from somewhere. Nobody is a bad man per se. So that's the reason why we need to talk about it. And as a woman, if you have this understanding, you will understand what is called grooming, because that is what God has given to us. Many men, waywardness is trauma. They are not sleeping with women because they enjoy the sex. Yes. A lot of men do not even have the memories of the sex. They just want to come and get out. Some men actually feel that it is power to sleep with a woman. They feel like, when I've slept with this woman, I have humbled her. You don't know. Some men actually feel that sleeping with a woman is a way of raising their ego. You don't know. Some men feel like fidelity is cowardice. Some men feel like, if I stay with one woman, I'm a coward, I'm not a man. Have you not seen conversations that a man is going to be with his friends and he's saying, oh, I'm in love with this woman, I've not cheated, and the friends will be laughing at him? You don't know. It's like a man coming to say I'm a virgin. You don't know. So society has made it look as if sleeping around is power for men. Some men understand, they have this understanding that if I don't sleep around, I am not a man. You don't know. Now, why am I saying this? These men are not wayward. It is the mindset that they have imbibed, these things that they have picked up from their peers. It is the trauma of growing up. There are some men that don't understand love. They've never been loved. The only thing they understand is sex. That's the reason why before they give you something, they will go down with you. Before they ask you a question, they will go down with you. Before they buy you food, they will go down with you. Before you blink, everything around them is sex. And the crazy thing about these men that always want to sleep with different women is that they are not even good in bed. They are the 1 minute men. They just want to come. And them just want to come and go. So now I want you to pay attention. Some women be like, oh, I don't want a man that is wayward. I want a man that will not cheat on me. I want a man that will not do. I want a man that. Yes, we all want perfection. But this thing called perfection, we will build it. I used to be that woman that wanted perfection. See, every beautiful thing you see, somebody is mowing that lawn. Every man that you see that you admire, both married and single, either his mother did a good job or the wife or the girlfriend is doing a good job. There is always a grooming. The best men that you see today were groomed. That's why when you marry a good man that you did not stress, you go and thank his mother. You don't know? So the problem is a lot of us women want that already made man. No, you will groom them. Many men in the society are wayward. Yes. And they are wayward because of these reasons that I have given to you. Some men just need one good reason to stay one place. And a lot of them is fidelity. See, men are like gods. They don't want to share. They want that ownership. A man will say to himself, if I'm faithful to this girl now, tomorrow I shall go cheat. So many men have that mindset. They don't believe that any woman can be faithful in their life. So they don't want to be the victim and the coward. They always want to have alternative. Have you ever seen an emotional man before that is shattered? Have you seen a shattered man before? A man that caught his wife cheating, or a man that realized that the children that he has grown for years is not his? Have you met a shattered man before? Some men don't want to be shattered. So they would rather cheat to guard them so that anytime when this woman fuck up, I got alternative. I'm not going to slump and die. Do you know how many things that killed our fathers? In those days, our fathers used to die very young. But the difference is that then, we did not know because some things were left secret. Many of your mothers were wayward. But because of shame, your fathers died with the pain. It is now that men have started talking now. Before, if a man feels a certain kind of pain, he would rather go down for that shame. You don't know. You don't know that it is many of your mothers that kill your fathers. You don't say woman they kill man. You don't know. Emotional. And the kind of killing that a woman kills a man is emotional torture. That kind of feeling that you cannot express and you cannot explain, that is the worst kind of death. If you're sick, if you come and contact, say, oh, headache, they do me, help will come. You don't know how you could take experience. So a lot of men die in pain, agony, silent death. You don't know. So that is the reason why, as a woman, we need to learn what is called grooming. Society did not give men room to build. A lot of men just grew. Some families, men don't know anything about grooming culture. Their mothers just say marry. There are some families that their mothers told the men that marrying a woman is doing them a favor. You don't know. These were grooming. That's why the man always feel that he's helping you when they marry you. Sometimes when you meet this men that you love, you will groom them. And the easiest way to groom a man is to show them that you love them. Once you show a man that you love him, it is easy for you to teach him. And it is easy for him to learn. It is love that makes teaching easier to absorb. So long as a man understands that you're not controlling him. Most of these men were not taught anything. They were just taught to wake up, marry a woman, keep in the house. So you have a lot of work to do as a woman. See, the biggest problem you have as a woman is that many of you want a certain kind of man. But you don't know how to inculcate it. You don't know how to build it. See, most of the things you want in a man, you will teach him. That's why I always say, marry a man that is teachable. Once you marry a man that is teachable, your marriage must work. Marry a man that you can say, baby, can we do it like this? That is teachable. Don't marry a man that have a conk mentality if it's not like, because when you are dating as a woman, look for that man that you can teach. Yes. As long as a man is teachable, he can unlearn, relearn. And the beauty about relationship and marriage is the fact that I'm coming into your life to teach you something. You're also coming to teach me something. Once you marry the one that is not teachable, that is where the problem is. All these conk men that have this very conk mentality. So while we are criticizing wayward men and saying, I don't want to date a cheating man, I don't like a cheating man, let us be kind enough as women to understand where they're coming from. Most times they love you. Do you know that some men love you so much, but they don't even know how to express it? Most men do not know how to express love. They didn't teach them. They don't know. Yes. You're the one to teach them, oh baby, I love flowers. Oh, and that's the beauty about the media. There's so many things that we did not even know that the media has taught us. All this, surprise, flowers. I saw all these things on the media. I don't even have an idea of... Oh, you're distracting me. I don't even have an idea of what these things are really about until I started watching it. It was somebody's creativity. Most of these romantic things that we see today, it is somebody that sat down and brought it out. All of us, we copied. Buying of cars, putting flower, throwing balloons. You teach them. Waywardness is not inborn. It is learned and it can be dropped. One of the most wayward men can be one of the most faithful men. He go shock you. That's the reason why you go see player. That guy with the street. If he talks, I don't hang belts. And I want to be faithful to this woman. They can do it. The most wayward men are the most best men. If they make up their mind. Not the ones that pretend. If better say, see man, they pursue woman. It's easy. Because it is easy for you to change what you know that you do. The first road to repentance is acceptance. What about you that think that your husband is a saint? Yet, he's a konachiomo. A konachiomo na aga liebe. You that think that your husband is a pastor, your husband is a saint, your husband, not lie. Most of you are dating pretenders, wayward men that are hiding under the scripture. My point is, let us give this man a chance. Because society did not even give them a chance to learn a lot of things. Many men were not taught. They just grew from boys and they became men. So as a woman, let us learn patience to groom this man. I know some of you are going to say, after grooming him, he will not leave us and become somebody else. That is life. You train most of your children and they end up useless. That's why we debone plenty. One figure sense. Groom the man you love. Life is a gamble. You sleep every day and you don't even know if you're going to wake up. But you just keep having a positive mind and be able to help most of these men in the society. We have very few men. Very few of them. Don't sit down and wait for one woman to build and you're looking for who to go and drag man with. Because you are lazy to build. Most of the perfection that we want. Remember I told you, you need to mow the lawn. The grass always looks greener from the other side. But the reality is, somebody mows it every morning. I wish you all the best in your relationship and in your marriage. I just want to do you a gentle reminder that men are also teachable. I remain your favorite relationship therapist. Blessings to you. I love you guys.